This segment, we are joined by SASSA, the South African Social Security Agency, who has announced that more than 12,000 social grant beneficiaries in KwaZulu-Natal could have their grants suspended following verification checks. The move has raised concerns about how the process will affect the vulnerable households. To unpack this for we're joined by KwaZulu-Natal spokesperson for SASSA, Mr. Mdlalose. A very good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, and good morning to your viewers.
Can you just give us a quick explanation as to why SASSA will be cutting social grants for more than 12,000 beneficiaries in KwaZulu-Natal?
Good good morning, and also thank you for the opportunity. The purpose is that we will be doing reviews. We've identified 13,230 beneficiaries who are due for reviews. And those 13 beneficiaries, we've contact them via emails and SMS to come and present themselves to SASSA in order for us to check their eligibility to receive the social grants. So this is in line with our act, which is Social Assistance Act, that requires us that to check if people they are still eligible to receive grants. I think you will also know that grants are meant for the people who are, as we are indicating, who are vulnerable and poor. But we have since discovered that there are people who their financial status have changed, but they've never taken an opportunity to come to SASSA and inform us about their changes in terms of their financial status. And then we are working with various institutions to compare our database with those institutions such as SARS and NFSAS, credit bureaus and banks. And then we've discovered that some of these people, they've got income which may lead them not to be eligible to be receiving the social grants. But I must also indicate that we're not by me sending this SMS to them, we're not just going to suspend their grants, but they need to come and present themselves to our offices, and then we can then be able to assess if they are still eligible to receive the grants.
Yeah, which was actually my next question, to speak about how do you balance the issue of vulnerability as well as protecting, how do you balance the verification as well as protecting the vulnerabilities? But I think you have explained that. How do beneficiaries confirm whether their grants will be affected, or if someone believes that their grants were unfairly suspended, what process do they then for that?
Uh, I think first thing you'll receive an SMS from us from the number that you used when you came to apply for social grant, and then once you receive that SMS, you can then go to the nearest SASSA office, and then we'll then be able to our officials then will then be able to assist you in terms of verifying if you're still eligible to receive the grants. But if you decide, should you decide not to present yourself or even not receive the SMS, because we are also cognizant that some of these beneficiaries, some might have changed their cell numbers and all that. The grant payment will be stopped, but it doesn't mean that it's suspended. But on the day where you're supposed to receive your grant, you won't receive it. Then, if you don't receive it, then you can go to SASSA office. Once you get to SASSA office, if everything is finalized, then your grant will be released. You'll be receiving your grant.
Yeah, thank you so much for that insight, Mr. Ndlalose. That was Mr. Ndlalose from the South African Social Security Agency in KwaZulu-Natal, addressing the concerns around the verification of social grant beneficiaries. If you do use SASSA, we would advise that you currently check the status of that, especially if you're around the KwaZulu-Natal area. We will be taking an ad break, and we'll be right back after this.